Hey, it's Game Hydro. Today we're talking about a game called Spin Orb Cyclone. It is a slots game that claims that you can win real life money by playing it. So we're going to talk about whether this game is a scam or if it's legitimate. Can you actually get paid, or are you going to attempt to withdraw and then get stonewalled by the game, claiming that you got 24 hours left to go, 48, whatever, or just straight up lose all your stuff and not get paid? All right, so looking through the game, it looks pretty much like a clone of most other slots games like this, whether it's Lucky Duel or what's that one that got deleted, Dizzy Spin Venture. And that is for a good reason, because it is a clone. In fact, look to the right. They forgot to change out the Lucky Duel logo when they were doing this game. This a game, for those of you who missed the first part, is Spin Orb Cyclone. Although, weirdly enough, there are multiple introductory splash images that call the game Spin Orb Cyclone. So either they're doing it on purpose or having AI design their logos or whatnot. Now, obviously that's a red flag. I would consider it that. Another red flag, I did not get a request to share my location with the developers or with the app when I signed on for the first time. Now, if you're playing an online gambling game that involves real money, usually you will get a location request, because in certain states and jurisdictions, it's still illegal to play games like that and to deposit and withdraw bets, meaning that the developer then has to work with the legalities of the system. So typically for developers that are unscrupulous, they won't even bother with that. Yeah. And a lot of the games that you see here are just clones of games that you have seen elsewhere, obviously. Jungle King, obviously that one's been in a ton of different apps. Sweet Sweetie, I've seen before. Lion's Treasure, very common. Legendary Wealth, super common. And then more. So in the redeem area, obviously, you got to be signed up in order to do that. After that, it claims that you can withdraw your sweepstakes coins as cash. That's the SC. Now, one red flag about the whole sweep coins system is that the developers use it to evade laws regulating gambling games, because at least by their standing, in their legal opinion, the sweep coins are not gambling. It's a sweepstakes, and sweepstakes have looser laws regulating them than gambling does. Anyways, so tap one of the slots games, and most of these slots games are provided to developers white label by companies such as I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's like Wild Jackpot or something like that, as well as others. If you played slots before, you know how this works. Spin, stop, spin, stop, spin, stop, try to win. You may get some free spins and then win rewards based off of those free spins. Now, just like most other slots game, typically the winnings are not enough to actually keep you afloat unless you win some big giant jackpot. And the game, of course, will prompt you to cash out your SC winnings when you have enough. In the purchase screen, you can buy sweepstakes coins, and they even put random differing totals rather, of sweep coins for each purchase. I'm guessing this is another attempt to make the legal argument of theirs look legitimate. I guess that could work as an argument. Okay. And one other thing that I do find interesting here is that if you hit the settings button to the top right corner, hit the game button, no, others, Which one was I looking at before that took me back to the slots? Okay, never mind. I'm blind. So if you hit the settings button, and there's a button in the settings that says back to slot game. So hit back to slot game. Voila, a new game pops up. So let's get the screen reoriented here. All right, we're now reoriented. So you got what appears to be competitive slots games over here. Let's enter the $3 one because we got $3.98. Oh, there it is. Allow it to use the location. Allow while using app. Why not? Unavailable in my region. That is absolutely hilarious to me, considering that I believe that California does not have any laws against online gambling on the books. So, for whatever reason, though, it thinks it's unavailable in my region. So, can't really do too much based off of that. But go to the avatar. You can customize your dudes. Settings. I don't see a button to take you back to the other one. But if you close out of the game entirely, you can go back to the horizontally oriented Lucky Dual clone instead of this one. All right, so I've seen a lot of red flags in this game so far. Oddly enough, the presence of two different slot games in here is a red flag to me because they're shoehorning one game on top of the other one in case of scrutiny by the moderators of the App Store and Google Play. But for now, we're going to go to the download page of the App Store and see what other people's experiences have been with Spin Orb Cyclone. All right, here's the game. It is listed as being developed by Zappy Global Technology. Never heard of that company, although I did work with when I was in the Air Force, I worked with a Sergeant Zappy one time. The category is listed as games. There is no subcategory, which in itself, to me, is a red flag for there not to be a subcategory, because that means they're intentionally trying to target people that download the game from advertisements rather than those that find it organically on the App Store. Taking a look at the What's New menu, we can see that the game was added 2 months ago and last updated 3 weeks ago. And in the preview pictures, it looks more like what we saw in the second game that we showed you, although the color palettes are pretty similar to the first game in these ones. So let's see what they say in the description. Blend slot machine excitement with rock, paper, scissors strategy. Fuses the luck of a slot machine with the strategy of rock, paper, scissors. That makes no sense. How does it fuse the two? It doesn't. They're lying. All right, let's see what the reviews say. I don't understand the fact that I've got to spend $60 and lose it, and then you turn around and give me $1 free play from the daily rewards, then you turn around and give me 40, then you turn around and take 80. It's crazy. Well, that's casino math for you. Somebody says legit. Downloaded due to $5 bonus from one game, etc. This person claims that they cashed out on PayPal already. These games used to be so much fun. They have become the game that no matter what you do, you never win. Bonus and withdrawal issues. I downloaded the game because I was supposed to get a $5 bonus in both of this as well as another app, etc. Deposited twice and tried to withdraw to my PayPal, which is supposed to be instant, but it's been processing for close to 24 hours, and they only give me bots to speak to. This person says, good game, but they have not been able to cash out. No good so far. Downloaded, deposited, doubled my withdrawal, connection error. This app's a pain in the ass. Now it won't stop showing up on my game when I go play. Didn't receive the promised bonus. Don't waste your time or money. I deposited a small amount, received the bonus. Cashback has disappeared. That's one thing. The game weirdly offers cash back and offers refunds if you lose, but it seems like people are never getting those refunds. This person says, on the fence about it, you pay to play with real cash, and it's like you never get to worry cash out. Now this is a game I can rely on, no lies, and they give you your winnings right away. Won instantly. Okay, but you didn't try to withdraw. Was told to download in Birdie Jackpot. I did a video about that game. I'll be back to let everyone know if it's legit or not. Well, that was on Monday. Not sure if they ever discovered the answer. This game isn't afraid to hand you a few wins. I'll come back to write another review. Nope, you get close to the threshold and it takes it all and cleans you out. Only had the game a little bit, but digging the most, etc., etc., etc. Well, I think we have enough to go off of on... Oh, SC return disappears when it's time to redeem, of course. Another nope. Did not receive bonus. Disappointed. It's nothing like the other games. No bonus. Unsure. Not good. Scam. So what we're seeing here, obviously, is the that this game is promising bonuses in their ads, and not giving the bonuses. And lots of people are downloading this from other shady casino apps. All right. That's the end of the reviews here. And down here, somebody shines light into the 2 games thing some more. They're saying that the first game completely went away, and the second game that told me I was in a restricted location became the only game. So, sounds like there's a little bit of shady business with those 2 different games going on. Common scam that I've seen from unscrupulous developers. So, a couple people say that they have been able to withdraw, but more people say they have not been able to withdraw. Now, every time I post a review of one of these shady slots games, I get a whole bunch of people in my comments. Lots of people saying that they have not been able to cash out. 1 or 2 people saying something crazy like, I cashed out $10,000 in a week. But from what we have to go off of so far, this game is not legitimate and will not pay. And maybe you'll be one of the lucky ones that gets paid, but even that in itself is a gamble. And you don't want to gamble twice on the same game. Gamble once, not twice. So that's the verdict. There's definitely better free money casino apps, or just free money apps in general out there. So if you are hard up for some income, don't be counting on this one, and absolutely don't be depositing money on this one. You're better off going to Vegas. If you just want a free slots app, or 2 free slots apps, go right ahead, but don't expect any real money out of it. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is Game Hydro. Please like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you think.